How Long Gone, super excited. Jason Winter has hit in Money Making Manhattan. The leaves are yellow and brown. They're all over the ground. I have to wear a jacket and a sweatshirt, and I cannot wait to get to LA tomorrow. Do you think I should bring shorts for the pool? How are we looking?
I think it's going to dip down a little bit tomorrow into the 70s, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
I can thug it out at the pool. You're saying for a real dipper, it's going to be fine.
a real dipper like yourself, I'm not worried about it. It'd be because like the last few days, it's been mid 80s.
Yeah.
Quite today, it's going to be a high of 81.
Okay.
So I was just talking to our friend Ryland about this, about how he mentioned the last episode was like, this is a great like Q4 episode of just just slowing the gears down, taking stock of the year. Not a ton happening in the inbox. And I was saying, like, until January 1, expect a lot of weather chat on this podcast.
Well, I saw somebody say that we make weather chat sound so bad, but it actually affects every person in the world. What else can you say?
Wait, what do you mean make it sound so bad?
Like, we just act like that's the lowest form of conversation. And and the reality is it touches everyone's lives. Like, there's going to be 15 manosphere articles that no one's going to care about, but the weather that touches everyone. And when you think about it that way, it puts it into a nice perspective.
Weather is more like a hu-manosphere. It's not just the fellas. It affects ladies too. That's what you're saying?
Are you part of the hu-manosphere? Do you identify as?
Yeah, I'm a little different. I'm a member of the hu-manosphere. I don't really see Jandar. Is that how you say the word right? I've never said it out loud. Jandar?
Don't try it again. You're gonna get it, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that on the mic. Yeah, and I was like, I saw a picture of Ryland doing some pull-ups, and he was packing some guns that I didn't realize he had, and I wanted to. I don't have those, so it was nice to see them on someone.
Okay, when you say guns, that's often referred to the bicep area.
Yeah, the biceps were looking. I mean, for a guy that sits around and plays guitar all day, I was like, damn, bro, I don't know how much strumming you're doing.
Damn, I hope his chick's listening to this right now. He's about to get lucky tonight.
But I was like, he was popping out of his tee. I just was like, damn, sometimes your friends have it like that and you don't even know it.
Well, when you look at yourself in the mirror while you're in the pull-up position.
I try not to, but yeah.
So my pull-up bar famously outside, and it's next to a window, so I'm able to sort of see the definition of my body through the glare that it creates, just depending on what time of day it is. And it'll make you in that particular position where if you have a wide grip, and depending on overhand or underhand, whatever, your body will transform into a shape that it should not look like in the reflection.
So you're saying that the wide grip pull-up position is flattering to the bicep,
for the whole upper body.
The traps will be popping, the lats,
traps,
everything's out.
Shoulder,
okay.
Yeah, it makes the shoulder. Is that the oblique?
So are you saying that Ryland cheated with this photo, or are you saying that it's a bit of mix of both, maybe?
I think it's a mix of both. I don't think anyone is cheating when they are doing pull-ups, but it's
well, you are if you have a rubber band around your leg, but otherwise,
yeah, he's not face tuning. He's not he's not doing it. There's no lines on the pull-up bar where it's moving to make his ass fatter and his biceps bulgier. But, we all know our angles. Every model knows the right position to be positioned in. And some of us...
True.
And let's pour one out for those of us who have no angles at all.
Yeah, that's as I think about our impending GQ Man of the Year hosting duties, I was literally considering how I have no angle. And
really?
Well, I mean, I think it's funny when some people are like, get my left side. I'm like, I know my shit is, I know I got, when people do those, you can get those tests done where it's like your eyelids droopy, this shit's off, this is uneven. I don't need a test to tell me that, because I've been looking at myself for the last 43 years and I know that my shit ain't right every way you look at it. And that's just how it is.
It's interesting because you can make the argument that is both the gayest thing in the world to think and say, and also the straightest thing, because it's either like, I don't even know what an angle is. What are you talking about? I don't do that. Like, that's just, I take a photo, it is what it is, whatever. versus like I've studied my face in photos so much that I've deduced through years of research.
I think
that I don't have a good angle.
I think
I have nothing to wear kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I land somewhere in the middle of like I'm not. I have looked and I know that it's not great, and I continue to look, but I can't make many changes because I'm not going to get cosmetic procedures because men don't have to do that.
You are a man who can do both in this particular instance, where it's equally possible and plausible for you to say, well, just take the photo. I don't fucking care. What do you mean? And also like, no,
not from above. Ooh, no, it's so unflattering. No, not from below. That's unflattering
It's
too.
4:30 p.m. You know where the sun is.
Find the sun. Find the fucking sun.
We're getting ready for that, for our GQ Man of the Year. It's going to be exciting. Are you guys going to stay at the chateau?
Yeah, that's the best part of this deal, really, is that, I'm going to try to make
Bourdain style, baby.
Jake Linderman give us an acoustic performance in the lobby. Do you think I can get him to sit down at the piano, Miley Cyrus style?
If we get a camera rented, we can do it.
I just love the idea of when Miley Cyrus does the takeover of the piano, like big band style.
Fine, I'll do it.
Less YSL and a little more black T-shirt.
Look, GQ, we're breaking all the rules. Okay, well, I know
we're breaking all the fucking rules.
You guys are going to stay at the chateau, and that room is also going to be our sort of green room during the daytime. So we're not going to sleep there, of course, but I'm able to hang out in your space and just kind of just get my post-facial glow up on and rub my tallow.
since they got us there fucking 14 hours early, I mean, there's nothing else to do but hang out together, and that's fine.
Chris,
that's
welcome
how God
to TV,
intended,
man.
so.
It's a little different than your little podcast shit.
It's not TV, it's YouTube, but yeah, it's same thing. It's the new TV.
Many say more powerful. 10x.
Yeah, Drewski says that. I was explaining Drewski to someone, and they were like, "I've never heard of." Who was it? They were like, "I've never heard of that person before," and I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they weren't being funny. They weren't like They weren't 80 years old. It was just it had not crossed their desk.
Do I know this person?
No, you don't. I didn't either. It was a first time. You know what I mean? It was like a first time.
Okay.
Like small talk on set situation. I was like, damn. It's crazy that something that feels so big is not touching everyone's algorithm. And that's, I guess, the power and beauty of the algorithm.
Hey, the door swings both ways, man. They could be asking you, hey, you watched the game last night? And your gay ass is like,
which game do you mean, sir?
I like tennis. Only when the boys play. I mean,
Well, I only like when the boys play in any sport. Let's just be clear. I don't watch women's football anymore. I kind of had to give that up.
I'm glad we got a clear take of that. Women's football, you said? You talking about football or American style?
I was spending too much money with my bookie on women's football, so I had to cut that one out, or it was going to affect my bottom line.
I'm surprised Mikey kept taking your money on that one. Wait, actually, hold on 1 minute. Sorry, Chris. He was just like leaf blowing right by this window, and I was like, oh, shit.
That happened. There was a leaf blowing incident every single time we recorded when I was in Florida.
Really?
No joke. It was like they were scheduled at the well, maybe it was only once a week, not twice, but it was like once a week. It would be like as soon as I sat down and pushed record, these gator motherfuckers would show up with their gas powered blowers, just breaking the glass.
It's weird. I because noise canceling technology. It's interesting what it blocks out and what it doesn't, because so many Zoom call podcasts I've listened to over the years, you don't really hear any suburban noise, spelled with a Z, of course. No leaf blowers, no things like that. But you can, whenever I'm listening to my Dime Square transgressive pods, you hear the sirens, the New York City sounds, the horns, and things like that.
Zoom knows New York is a vibe, and they let that stuff. They let that stuff sneak through.
I would love a nice Subway ad campaign with those precise words. Zoom knows that New York is a whole ass vibe.
It's a whole ass vibe. There's no question about that.
Talking to our friend Daniel, physical therapy, from our pod last week, he just sent me a message saying, I still drive a 2011 Prius and I did not get a check.
I mean, I'm going to guess that he is not the kind of guy who fills out paperwork And I don't think you are either, but
Neither, bro. He's more likely to fill out some shit than I am.
I could see you catching a wild hair years ago. When you know what I mean. I don't think you would do that today. But how are we spending the $350? Not to go backwards, but what do we spending? Did you buy a single bottle of Dom P?
I had a beautiful meal at Muse in Santa Monica that was less free than I was hoping it to be.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I was confused about that when you mentioned that. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was hoping for a nice bottle of Dom, but I guess if it's already spent, it's already spent. There's nothing we can do about that.
No, the martinis were flowing. These things add up.
Yeah, I know.
They're not in the business of giving away free alcohol to white guys. You know what I mean? What's the point?
Nobody. Well, no. I mean, no men should ever. I think that should be a rule. No men should receive free alcohol ever. No feds, unless it's Fedka before 11.
Have you seen Twitter is introducing certified bangers, ranking the top posts based on their authentic engagement for each month, including verified impressions, likes, bookmarks, reposts, and replies. So it's kind of like podcast charts You're about to be podcasting with a goddamn platinum artist then. We're about to go. I'm sorry, is the certified banger in the room with us right now? Because
I've deleted all the certified bangers. No, I don't unfortunately use Twitter like that anymore. I look at certified bangers, but I think that you have to have either a job where you have to do that all the time as either content creator or like a news person, or you have to be an absolute loser. Those are the only two people that are allowed to go that crazy on Twitter anymore.
No, I mean, if I post a picture of my monkey, it gets a lot more likes than if I post like a scathing review of
I did see
the new PTA film or something.
I did see that Terry post Benito breakup posted the thirst trap today, and I looked. This motherfucker had 178 responses, and I was like, bro. There's nothing I could post on Twitter that would get 178 positive responses. Nothing.
When you say response.
Hold on one second, guys. Let's finish the intro. Sorry.
Okay, well, we should talk to our guest now today, our old friend Henry Shlohmo. He's a musician, DJ. I've known him for a long time. From LA, he's got a record that just came out recently.
Repulsor, which is a great word. And I don't know if it's a real one or not, but
it's
I like
real. It's giving Depeche Mode album title.
Yes,
which is high praise, of course. But yeah, it's a cool record. We can talk about music.
Even I listened to it, and I liked it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's huge. Yeah. For EDM artists, that's rare. Okay, let's give him a call. Do you guys remember Ja Tequila?
Of course.
No.
Of course.
I don't.
It's Fuck Jerry. Isn't it Fuck Jerry's Tequila?
It is, yeah.
Oh, now I want it.
Henry said, I'm back.
I was about to say, I'm sure Henry's seen some of those memes before.
Man, yeah, I've seen some of those.
Yeah, Ja, it makes 818 look like the bottle of Azul for 300, you know what I mean? It's some bad shit.
Dude, that 818. Fine shit.
Jason used to put that on our rider as a joke, and then I'd always be like, is it good? And he'd be like, no, it's really not good. I'm like, then why do you keep doing this?
The worst one was the Travis Scott, the like mixed drink, the cactus seltzer.
He did the cactus hard seltzer. He tried
those
to go.
Those were gone
it's
in
called
like
cacti.
A week.
You were running through the cacti?
So bad, and they were just sitting for a while, and then I remember like just the crates at CVS just one day gone.
Really?
Somebody came and picked those up.
Yeah.
There were billboards all over LA for that too. I remember it being big.
They definitely did not make it didn't go in the green. There's no way.
I think when you're someone on Cactus Jack's level, you take big swings at this point, and if one of those swings is a hard seltzer that doesn't work, and the next swing is Kanye West on stage doing 12 songs in Japan,
yep,
that one seemed to work. You know, and you can't win them all.
No matter how bad it is, I'm gonna buy some $40 Yeezy pants. It sucks, but I'm gonna do it. It sucks.
Really, especially as a member of the Jewish faith.
Yeah,
you're crossing the picket line.
Yeah, I crossed. I'm a scab.
You're a scab.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a big blow up rat outside of your apartment.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at some Yeezy desert boot shoes on the Real yesterday. Saw them in my size for the low, and I was like, damn, I might need to.
Let me tell you, they were good. They were good.
They were good.
I have one.
Okay.
They're good.
I want to
Okay.
know which NBA player had his assistant clean out his closet so Jason could get the Yeezy Desert
Yeah.
Boots for 40 on the real. I mean,
It was Russell, and he wore them with a little pair of like little shorts.
It was Russ in his little shorts.
I just love
Big sock.
the whole
Yeah.
thing. The whole thing where he gets the rabbi, he apologizes, and
Rabbi video was gold.
because that rabbi has done this before with another celebrity.
I remember that. Yeah, who was it? It's probably like Chris Pratt or something.
He's the go-to celebrity rabbi,
I'm sorry.
and I kind of want to build with him. I just want to see kind of what's up.
Chris Pratt was like, I'm sorry for having a Labrador. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry for having a Labrador? Is that a euphemism for something, or just the literal act of owning a Labrador?
No, I think because everyone thinks he's like, like a Republican or something. And so
I don't think they think that. I think
He is.
I think he's like at church with the family, and if you're going to church twice a week, you're a Republican. I mean,
then
that's
he has a Labrador.
yeah. It's part of the package.
Yeah,
I have a feeling the lab's not black. Let's just say that. You know what I mean?
That's what
fellas?
I'm saying. And there's maybe 2 of them, and one's called Lucky.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know there were labs that weren't black. Excuse my ignorance as a non-dog
Wow,
owner.
he said, I don't see
Wow.
color.
You can
I
get a
don't see
white.
color,
you can get
yeah.
a white lab.
Yeah, they got chocolate lab,
Blonde.
black lab, yellow bone, white bone.
I don't.
all
You
the
know.
bone.
I didn't know there was a yellow bone lab, but I
Yeah.
did know.
yeah.
I did know black and chocolate. I have not seen the white varietal.
I feel like the chocolate's a red bone at heart. Could be.
I feel like I must be going to the wrong dog parks, bro. I don't see this shit. First of all, I don't see color. Second of all,
I feel like yellow lab is the most stock dog. It's like what they come from the factory as before they make
yellow. Yes,
Yeah.
white is white is different than yellow. We know
Chris,
that.
it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've never had a dog, and I hate them, so I'm not that super up on
Wow.
dog stuff. But
Interesting. I have 3.
What?
What do you have to? Your house must stink, bro. How often is the cleaning
Yeah,
lady
it
coming?
does. It sucks. Yeah, it's not good.
Luckily, you just wear hoodies and shit, so you don't have to do a lot of dry
Do you
cleaning.
who do you live with?
Dude, this covered in like shit. Yeah. My girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dog City over here.
Let me ask you a question. Who brought the dogs into the relationship, or did you get them together?
Here's one right here. He's dope. He's dope.
Okay.
All right, little motherfucker. You let that little motherfucker on the couch.
He
All
ain't
right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
He'll fit in your little bottega too. I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah, you getting a little bag boy.
What's that dog's name? What's that small little guy?
He's Bodie. This is Bodie.
That was obviously launched before the brand.
Actually, no, I spelled it differently, and I didn't know that was how you pronounce that brand.
So you never said it out loud. So you named your dog after the brand, but you didn't.
I'd never heard anyone say it out loud. I said it out loud. I was like, Bode.
Yeah,
What the fuck? I'm not going in there.
yeah. That's not really your swag. I don't think.
That's not for me. Yeah.
All right. So you brought one dog, and your chick brought one dog, and then maybe you got one together. Is that how?
Exact precise.
What did you need the third for?
COVID. Was it a COVID dog? Number 3, a COVID dog?
Not even. We just fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the L on that one. Bro.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you take
It's
the
a
L?
big L.
Did you go to like the shelter and she started getting all cute with one, and you had to be like, all right, throw it in the range?
My sister just sent me a little rescue link, and I was like, that dog's really cute, and the rest is history.
Mhm.
See, I'm able to think a dog is cute, but when you got to press add to cart, I can't do it. Like that's where the line. That's where the line gets drawn.
No, I acquired same day. I don't know why. It happened, and it's
So how much of
Yeah.
your day is spent? What is the time split between making music and walking dogs? Because at this point, it feels like it must be 50-50.
so much dog.
Is this something you find great joy in?
Yes, it's both. It's like when
both.
people talk about kids. Now that I have 3 dogs, I'm like, this is almost like a quarter kid.
No. It's more than a quarter of a kid. I think 3 dogs.
It is. I didn't want to make the jump, but I think it is more.
Let
than-
me do that jumping for you.
Okay, thank you.
Jason loves to jump. Let me ask you a question. How do you, because this is what fascinates me most about dogs, and
Yeah.
this is Jason, I've talked about this many times. How do you justify as a human being with a successful career picking up shit with your hand? Because that is something, I know you have a bag, I know there's all the tools, but it seems We're better than that as human
Keeps
beings.
me grounded. Keeps me level.
Oh, so you're saying I'm too popping, just picking
Yeah.
up shit.
On some Chris
Yeah.
Pratt shit, it keeps you grounded. I fuck with
Exactly.
that.
If Chris Pratt can do it for his theoretical Labrador that I don't know exists.
See, that's funny. My faith keeps me grounded, but you guys
Exactly.
need shit for that. I see what it
I got
is.
both.
Okay, I got it.
faith in shit.
Okay, when you and Bay go out of town, what's up with the dog sitting? Do you bring them with? Do you give them to your sister? Take them to
Can't
your
bring
mom?
3 dogs. Can't
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
3
yeah.
dogs anywhere. Can't even do it to like the store. I don't know. This is it's
Yeah.
become this is a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, the budget has just like increased. So like anytime I go play a show, it's like I'm like, oh well, there's this other budget I have to.
Yeah.
Sure. There's you.
Something I think about all the time.
Dude, you guys are, it's just crazy to me. I literally am fascinated by it because it just seems like a choice that no one makes consciously. And then all of a sudden it's like, this is my entire life.
Yeah, totally. That is exactly what happened, and it is an absolute pain and a chore.
So you're saying you're like, all right, so we got backline. I had to buy all this stuff. We got the smoke machine. We got the scrim.
I can't be sitting in main cabin. You know what I'm saying? You little upgrade.
You're in Delta 1 to Brussels, and then you also got 800 put aside for the dog sitter while Daddy's out earning money.
Yeah, we're barely.
And you've just come to you're just like, this is part of my life.
Yep, we're barely out the red here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I get it. I appreciate your honesty. It's brave.
No, that's what it is.
And you can't kill the dog. You'll go to jail. Can't eat them.
Well, it's like you don't want to. You're stuck. You know, you're just totally trapped.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So to be clear, you're continuing your bravery by saying you don't want to kill your own dogs. That's nice.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm so brave. Yeah.
Do you have a stew? Is the stew in the house, or are you leaving the house to go create?
I have never. We had like a like We Did It, our like old label thing. We had like a group studio at one point, but that was.
I bet a lot of work got done in there.
Actually, it did. Weirdly, it did.
Work isn't smoking weed. You're saying music actually got made in there?
Yes.
Wow.
The most functional weed people you'll ever meet. No, that's not true. There's probably
The crew. I feel like the crew ballooned at one point. There had to be some fat you needed to trim there.
Oh, sure. I mean, that place was. I lived there for a while. It was not good.
Was that? It was over on Melrose, right?
Yeah,
it was just
yeah,
like it was like a 1-2 bedroom house, and you guys just converted to the office studio, smoke spot kind of thing.
It was beautiful and disgusting.
For those of us who listen to music with guitars, who was the core of the We Did It collective? You?
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like it was a group, so I don't know if there was a core, but I guess it was founded by me and my friend Nick, who Jason also knows.
I know Nick as well.
Oh, you know Nick? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was sort of
recently married.
If there was like
Recently
congratulations
married.
to him. If there was a lot of sort of posers out there, like did you give out Letterman jackets to kind of signify?
What's funny is
chains?
we did make some at a certain point, and we did make chains also. So you hit the nail on the head with both of those.
But did everybody get, like, did the weed carrier get one, or was it only the real squad?
Everyone was a weed carrier. Yeah.
Okay, so very democratic across the board.
Yeah,
Everyone is a
roles were
core
spread.
member. Everyone is also a weed carrier.
We did a fader interview one time, and we decided to bring the drug dealer along as so we got
To add color.
Yeah, we all got photographed at Master Burger. We were like, you need to take us to Master Burger.
I don't know what Master Burger is.
I don't either.
That's a shame. I think it's still there. It's just one of the OG spots. They can put a little pastrami on a burger if you want, like old LA.
Oh, I'm
bullshit.
looking at it. Okay.
So you guys went to Master Burger with Jason Nacito or whoever was shooting you for the fader, and you brought along your drug dealer. And now I don't want to, obviously I don't want to blow up anybody's spot, but I imagine he was moving a little more than weed if he's getting in the photos.
Well, he was so nice.
Right. Okay. So is Master Burger? That feels like USC territory.
Yeah, it's a little like mid.
What are you guys doing on Western and 48th Street? Is what I want to know.
We used to frequent Slauson a lot. the swap meet was kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a little we did it hub for a while where we would get all of our shit made.
Yeah.
Now you can just like go to like
I get it all in China.
Squid or what, yeah, or like whatever. There's like places like
Ink Squid.
I go to Ink Squid. I go to Red Bubble. Yeah, you just go on
yeah,
anywhere.
like none of this stuff, none of that existed. Even like printers and shit.
Because you guys were making a lot of merchandise, highly coveted, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, we were just making a lot of shit, and a lot of it was just via the swap meet.
Yeah.
So you're saying
The embroidery
okay,
guy.
so you're saying you would take your blanks down to the embroidery guy at the swap meet and go absolutely fucking
to
crazy.
get an authentic urban edge, and I think that's dope to do that.
Well, it was the only place I knew of to get shit made. I didn't even know
Dude,
otherwise.
I went there maybe like a year ago just to check in.
It's different.
It's different, but like I was equally blown away. I think the last time I went like a year ago, I remember like eating an edible before, just be like, see what's going on.
Yep.
And it was I saw some of the sickest shit I've ever seen in my. I remember seeing one. It's like a 3XL purple shirt, and it had two hands with handcuffs breaking
Yes.
free.
Were they Mickey glove hands?
It was sort of Mickey Glove handsy, but in giant letters it said "Free my grandma."
Free her, man. Till it's backwards.
They make till it's backwards. They make a shirt for everything at the Slauson Swap
Was
meet.
it an airbrush or was it just like a
No,
print?
screen print.
Screen print. But what is the pricing at the swap meet pretty good, or do they hit you with the white boy tax?
The prices have gone up.
It's gone up. It used to be just like the sickest. Oh fuck, that's it.
It's an orange shirt, not a purple shirt.
That's
Just
beautiful.
Free my grandma.
It used to be exclusively shit like that and like fake iceberg, like Looney Tunes, like the good shit, you know. And then
Yeah, the good shit.
the good shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I think like 2013 rolled around and like Tyga was wearing all that like weird fake Versace brand. And then it all became like sublimate printed like pharaohs, which I was still down with. I'm like, this is sick.
All right, so you're saying that whatever the swap meet was serving, you were sort of eating. You were happy with it.
But then Tyga came through with his Rack City money and fucked the game up, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Start putting a pharaoh on everything.
We left no crumbs for a while, and then
I feel like Henry.
Even the
you've
shoes.
maybe spent some time with Tyga. Is that crazy for me to think?
no, one of the guys I have not. I would have loved to, but
We all would.
No.
Tyga and Ray J to me are in the same, and
Totally.
Soulja Boy. Though that's the goated trio that can do anything, and I'm down with it.
dream blunt rotation, to be honest.
Actually, Dream Blunt Rotation. And
Yeah.
they have these similar sort of fuck it attitudes. I think that's why I grouped them together.
Yeah, Ray J is like
Well, they're all entrepreneurs.
That's right.
the deepest troll. I love him.
He's unbelievable. I'm a big fan of Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
One of the greatest series to ever exist. And Ray J's run on that is Hall of Fame level. I mean, he's kind of the guy I think of now when I think of the series.
Do you remember Soulja Boy's short stint in the Atlanta version?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
There's just this one quote that I'll always remember. I forget who his girl was at the time. Might have been, I don't even know. She was like, they were moving in together, and he was like building a man cave,
Soulja Cave.
Soulja Cave, and she was like, "What do you need a man cave for?" And he looked at her like the most like, "What the fuck are you even talking?" And he was like, "To smoke."
You dumb
And
bitch.
looked at her like so confused, like, "What are you fucking even asking?"
She's like,
me?
you have a Supreme store in your kitchen and your living room is every video game ever made. What do you need a man
She's like,
cave
you can
for?"
smoke in one of the 15 bedrooms in suburban Atlanta that
You
you
bought the whole Kid Robot store.
Like, you're good, bro. It's
Yeah.
fine. That's just that's a bedroom. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Whatever. Yeah.
We tease, but we all wish that our brain worked like that.
All right.
We'd be in a different place in this life.
It'd be a
Do
blessing.
you guys think Soulja, who do you think's got the most bread? Well, Tyga's got the most bread out of those three, but who's got the most bread between Ray J and Soulja? I don't want to be a pocket checker.
I don't
but
know.
Who do you think?
That's a good question.
I think Ray J's has more money.
Really?
I think
Do you think Raycon sold more than the Soulja Boy Game Boy?
Yeah, because Raycon is a legitimate business that has spent millions and millions of dollars on podcast. We've done Ray J ads ourselves. Whereas
Proudly.
I've purchased a Soulja watch, knowing full well that it'll never arrive.
Yeah.
Like I gave him $39 and I was like, that's it.
Yeah, I did the same thing for the first Soulja Game Con, and that
Did it show up to the crib?
no.
But I have to say, guys, this business model of taking money and never using it to produce anything could make you rich if you get away
That's
with it
what
for
I'm
long
saying.
enough.
Yeah.
He's done a couple of them.
I think he does one a week and it still finds victims.
There's he's like doing like a like the friend AI fucking thing. He's like making one.
That's so hard to do. That's like so technologically advanced.
I can't
there's
imagine what a step down from one of those things would be, like what that is.
I want to know what the Soulja twist is, because if it's his voice, that's pretty good.
Well, the thing is, with all the other shit, there was no twist. They're not even branded. He would just he's a drop shipper for Alibaba.
I would rather give him my money than he's
Awesome.
the Bernie Madoff of the streets kind
exactly.
of. Where like,
and I want to see him win.
I want to see him
Does
more.
Soulja live in LA or does he live in Atlanta?
He's
Both.
global. He's global.
Yeah,
bro.
he's global, dude. Come on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, he's got to go to China to check on the factories and stuff, make sure everything's getting out on time.
No, he's got a guy for that, dude. Yeah, no, he's doing it. Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Soulja
hear
Boy walking around a factory with his hands behind his back,
He's
like inspecting.
Secretly, John Cena can speak like fluent Cantonese and Mandarin. He's like going to all the factories. Ni hao ma, soldier.
Okay, well, you were talking before about every time you go and play a show, you got to get the dog sitter and the this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
How do you miss when we were all playing an EDM festival? Seemingly once a month somewhere in Denver or New Hampshire or
Man, it's so funny, like being where I am now and just having seen that whole shit kind of like collapse in on itself. And like, I don't know if you listen to my other albums, like I've never really made EDM.
No, not at all.
Never. And
you're lost, but we don't need to talk about it.
No shame in this.
It's some beautiful music to smoke to and ride to. There's your impressive work with Jeremiah.
Beasters.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily, you and Tiesto up there making the same.
Well,
kind
yeah,
of
everyone
shit,
would be bummed when I play those things. So it's like clearly I'm not meant for this.
You're like, I'll take this check, but I'm going to upset the audience.
It was always one of those things I felt like Europe was so far ahead back then. It was like, oh, they have like culture for electronic music that isn't this.
I can't wait till I go play Primavera instead of the Hard Festival because they're going to get it.
I would say no to Hardfest like every year. I was like, no, I can't. And then I realized like this is American culture. This is what we do here.
This is it,
This is what we do here.
So when you would play something like Heart Festival, would you do your best or would you just play your shit and let them hate from outside the club?
I said no until 2019. And then I did it one time and I played guitar. I did full like rock shit set and people were bummed and it was awesome.
They weren't into the slow dive set at Hard Festival?
No.
All right, McGee, calm down. Let's not.
Shit.
No, you're the proto. I know you're the OG.
But I think that's a testament to how cool you guys are and how much of like a mysterious draw where it's like we want these guys so bad, even though the music that they're making has no place here. It's just like, I want to hang out with these guys. I want to, get them in the mix. I want them to be backstage. I want to own their friendship and pay for it, kind of,
Yeah, there was some of this. Yeah, there was some of that at that fucking FYF festival. Rest in peace.
I didn't know you put out any EPs with Burger Records. I didn't. That's interesting. I thought you had your own label, but I guess okay.
Hey, FYF was different at the beginning, though.
You know what's funny is we actually did tapes with Burger. So you're not even making jokes here. This is just my life, dude.
You're like, we know how to make white label 12 inches, but we're gonna outsource the tape making to those nerds over at Burger.
We had nothing ourselves. We didn't make anything. It was like everything was whoever could help us. We were just stoned.
You're stoned and people send you an email and you're like, all right.
Yeah, it was technically a record label,
Yeah.
so somebody had to do something.
Yeah, I mean, we were like we would do like tape collabs with them. We would get our vinyl made through whoever could make it the cheapest and and then find a distributor.
So you didn't have an in-house distributor that you poached from Universal Music Group?
No, we didn't even have we would ship stuff ourselves until it was too much, and then I don't.
So there was no radio department or anything like that. Okay, got it.
The whole thing was just me and Nick. It was nothing.
That's pretty funny because I do feel like as a that was not my world necessarily, but it was very adjacent to my own world. And I do remember thinking, whatever this is feels cool, but I don't know where my in is. And that's a powerful place to be, I think.
That's cool, I think.
I do too. Because I think when you make something feel that good from far away and people don't even know why they like it, that means that you kind of have them wrapped around your finger before they press play or whatever, buy something.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's part of being an it girl.
That's true. And I guess the rappers notice, which is always funny.
Yeah, I never thought I would be an it girl, but
well, it's over now. Just to be clear, you had your moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been over for a while. We're very clear on this. We're very clear.
We're very clear. Well, you guys stopped doing it just because you felt like it was over?
No, I mean, it's not. The door isn't closed. It's just like we grow up and have less time to smoke weed together.
Sure. The project is alive, but we're less high, so we can't contribute as much time to it.
Some of us are less high, yeah.
Like, I'm not speaking for everybody, but some of us.
Yeah, I can't speak for us all. I can't speak for myself.
I feel like when we first met, I was smoking zero weed, and you were probably enjoying a good amount of it.
Copious.
And now I'm smoking a lot more, and I feel like you might be smoking a little bit less. Is that fair to say?
I actually can't. I had a lung collapse a couple years ago.
Okay.
Very hairy experience.
How does that happen? Like, why does that happen?
They literally it's called a spontaneous pneumothorax. So it literally means like a random lung collapse in Latin.
Sound like a 10 Tricks Point Never EP.
Yeah.
That okay, so and what does that?
So it was a freak accident. Just
totally.
What does that feel like if you could describe it?
When it happens, it feels like just someone like kicked you in the back or some shit, and you're like, "What the fuck?" It's like weird. Right. You're like, "Why did it feel like someone kicked me in the back?" And it's like not apparent what's wrong.
You feel like you got one lung.
Feels like you got one lung, yeah.
But did you thug it out for a little while before you like went to Cedars?
For like a couple hours, I was like, I'm straight. We're good. And then and my girlfriend was like, you sound bad. Like your voice sounds different. Like, and I was like, it's fine. Like, and I'm glad we went. Because I guess if you don't treat it, you can die. So,
right.
I was going to imagine there was some bad things that would happen if it goes untreated.
Well, the thing is that it's more the pressure. So like they don't just collapse. What happens is like a part of it will pop and air fills your like chest cavity. So what happens is it can press on your heart, and your heart will just go bye.
So was this so you go to the emergency room? Are you laid up for a while and then it's like long recovery period, or is it relatively?
It sucks. So they like immediately are like, oh yeah, it's collapsed, and then they flip you on your side and they just stick a tube through your rib cage. And
to get air, to release the pressure, or
to release the air.
Okay.
And then that stays in there for 2 days.
And the tube goes into your rib cage. We cut a hole through your body.
Yep, just a little hole.
And then you go, boo!
It's fried, dude. You feel it like scraping around in your lung.
Surgery
dude.
is fried. I couldn't agree more.
This wasn't even surgery. You're just awake.
You're awake? They don't give you a little something?
No.
Luckily, you were high anyway, but still, that's like that.
I was like, can I please have Xanax or something? And then, yeah, so they do that for like 2 days, and then they try and pull it out once your lung has re-expanded.
Mhm.
But when they pulled it out, it popped again.
Oh.
So then another couple days, they had to put in another one. And then once it pops twice, they're like, so we kind of got to do this surgery. Like, and the surgery is more fried. They cut out a little piece of your lung, and then they literally sandblast the inside of your lung cavity with talcum powder
Oh,
so that
huh.
it
What?
I didn't know talcum powder went inside like that.
neither did I, and so now I have a bunch. And it chafes up your shit on the inside.
Okay.
It scratches up the inside of your shit
Uh-huh.
and fuses your lung to the inside of your chest cavity so that it can't.
Oh, okay,
Pop
okay,
again.
okay.
Oh, so it's like double-sided tape on the inside of your body to keep it in there.
Exactly, the little gift tape.
Wow.
But the thing was, when I woke up, they had not given me any of the painkillers. So I woke up in this like, it was like a Reddit like nightmare experience, like the things that you read about that you're like, wow, I can't believe that's real, and you're like, thank God that will never happen to me.
that one
I'm
in
sure
a
you
one
weren't
in a
concerned
million.
with this at the time, but did they give you any reasoning as to why they hadn't given you anything?
Oh no, they said you're on it. You're on it right now. It was supposed to be Fetty, bro. They were gonna give me fentanyl, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was on Dilaudid for a week before that, and I was like, sure.
Don't sleep on Lil D. Lil D does the
Little
job
D will
done.
get you right. Little D will get
Do
you right.
not sleep on Lil D. It ain't the big D, but it's Lil D. The big D being Demerol. Lil D was fine, but so I woke up. They were supposed to give me real drugs, and because it's fucked up. The surgery's fucked up.
They hit you with the Tylenol 4.
Bro, no, they didn't hit me with nothing because they said you're maxed out. You're maxed out on pain. The Fetty was everything. That's it. And I couldn't speak. Like my eyes are rolling back type shit. I'm like sweating through the bed, like white type shit.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't release me from the room because they were like, clearly something's fucked up. So they were holding me in there for like hours. And then finally they like send me out to like my girl and my family, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Because I'm like like
It don't look like y'all are done with this whole
Yeah, I
procedure
don't think y'all
yet.
fixed our
Yeah, it
boy.
doesn't
Our
look
boy ain't
done.
fixed
Yeah.
yet. Go back in there and finish the
he
job.
missed a step. Yeah, missed something. And they were just like, no, we can't give you anything. You're all we can do is Benadryl.
Whoa.
The extra fucked up thing was it was the last surgery of the night. So they're like, oh, the pain team's gone, your doctor's gone, everyone's gone. We can't really do anything until 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Guess I'll die.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna die here.
I like the pain team. That sounds like something
Yeah.
I'd like to be a part of.
You wouldn't. They're a really sick bunch of individuals.
Well, I guess who makes the decision on when the patient is maxed? That feels like the boss has
Well,
to be like,
So if you're on whatever the amount of fentanyl that you're supposed to be from the surgery, that is, they can't give you like any more Dilaudid or whatever after that.
So you're saying that they incorrectly documented that you were already full of fentanyl, so we're not going to give them anything else? Or were you on fentanyl and it wasn't
No.
doing it?
I know what that's supposed to feel like.
oh, okay, big dog. Don't stun on us, Tom Petty, with the patch.
No. I know what drugs feel like. This is
Damn straight. Welcome home, brother.
damn fucking straight. And that was not that.
I know
and-
what drugs feel like. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool, dude. I didn't do homework where I'm from. This is a thing, and I was reading about it afterwards. Nurses get caught stealing the fentanyl a lot,
Yeah.
and replacing it with saline or whatever the fuck. And so I'm pretty sure this is what happened because, bro, this was not right. This was not correct.
Bro, let's make a podcast about this.
We're gonna
Yes.
find this bitch. Well, it could have been a guy. It could have been a guy.
Could have been a dude. So the pain team, like, main guy who was like my anesthesiologist, you never think about who they're gonna be like before they get there. And this guy came in, he was like buff as shit with a dyed goatee, like black.
What up, King? You guys ready to get sedated?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, king." Yeah, literally, the buff typing king. He was like that vibe, and I was like,
He was Chad anesthesiologist.
yes,
Okay.
could have been him. Could have been him.
So
I don't trust.
Damn.
did you finally, after the worst night of your life, did they give you a bump the next morning?
I mean, yeah, they gave me a fucking like 5 milligram oxy or something. That
Sure.
you know,
Child's dose.
little baby dose, and then they had social services and all these like teams come in being like, what happened, what was wrong? And I'm like, who gives a shit at this point? Like, what the fuck? What am I gonna sue Cedars? Like, what? It's not gonna happen.
So how
Right,
long
right,
did
right.
this? How long did this take you out for?
I mean, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
And could you eat and shit, or was it like bad news? Like you were just sort of laying there.
I was pretty much just laying there.
The homies can pull up with the matzo ball soup or something like that, you know?
Couple of homies pulled up. Jack and Nick brought me some balloons. Got a minion balloon in there.
How you feeling? Don't talk. But we brought you a minion balloon. Don't get too
Yeah,
excited. But
no, I was like feeling good during the day because I was on drugs. But then,
but did you make did you make through the wire? Did you bring the NPC?
No,
like
no.
okay.
I was like
Oh.
barely. You know what's funny is I was remembering like I don't even think I looked at my phone. I think I was just like ceiling. Yeah, the little
Yeah.
light in the corner.
You're
whatever.
watching Beat Bobby Flay for 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just like whatever. Yeah, literally whatever movie was on. I don't think I was even intaking.
So
was
you
just
were in the
there.
hospital for 2 weeks, but from initial pain to I'm back feeling good. I can jog. What are we looking at?
Oh, probably like another 2 months after that.
Okay.
But the biggest adjustment seems like we had to put down.
Put down the ganj for a little bit.
The Benjamin had to go on the charger.
Yeah,
Eddies are okay.
eddies are straight. I was doing. Yeah, the eddies have been straight.
What about Marlboro Lights? No go.
No, unfortunately, no
Okay.
burning things.
But what do they say to you? They're like, "Don't do this. It'd be bad." Or they like,
Well,
"Chief, you really can't do this."
it wasn't even really either because it's random when it happens. It happens to people that don't smoke.
Mhm.
It's usually because of an underlying genetic thing, which is like Marfan.
So you're saying your dad was on the backwoods then?
Yep,
Mhm.
dad was on woods, only chocolate out backwoods.
Okay, so
only Thai
but even though it can happen to a non-smoker, once you go through all of that, you're really scared. You know, like I'm sure the worst thing you could do for a collapsed lung is smoke a bunch.
that, and the doctor went in there. I've been, smoking so much for a long time, and the doctor was like, "Yo, that should look bad in there." Like,
So while I was in there saving your life,
unrelated.
You're like, "Sorry, doc, I didn't know you were a pussy."
I was able to scrape the bottom
Yeah, I
of
didn't
your
know you were
lung.
fucking narc.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
he was scraping the lung like it was a bowl. He was trying to get the resin out.
Exactly, dude. He's trying to hit the little resi. No, it was totally unrelated. He was like, to my family, he's like, "Yo, his lungs look fucked up. Don't let him smoke anymore." Now my mom's all freaked out. I'm like,
But your mom and dad must have known, based on your persona and output, that you were a smoker.
"Oh yeah."
You would take a little cousin walk on Thanksgiving. It's not, you're not new to this. You're true to this.
Pops is a stoner as well, so it's
Okay.
Oh, Pop smokes.
it does. Yeah, I wasn't even kidding. It runs in the family.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so how do you like your new life as an edibles only guy? What's your milligram dosage? Let's get into it.
It sucks. Edibles are the worst.
See, that's when I know a real smoker, because real smokers are like, I want to hit the backwoods, I want to hit the swisher, I want to hit the joint. I don't want to eat a little cute gummy from a child.
There's no amount that's fine. It's like
Good or
it's
bad.
child stuff. Yeah, good or bad. It's bad. Usually it's
So
like
you're saying you could take it and you feel nothing, or you take it you feel too much.
yeah, it's like you take 1, nothing, 2, nothing, 3, I can't tell, 4, I'm panicking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
usually there.
But you're still finding a way to take them.
finding a way.
Yeah, sure. You're pushing
Yeah.
through, and I'm proud of you for that.
Life
Yeah.
persists.
Did you
It's
have
still
like
better than
a?
being sober?
Did you have a? I saw the white light. Like I thought this was it.
Uh,
Moment.
no, but I had a moment where I was like, please no more, let me die here.
You're saying the pain. You're saying the pain. You're like, all right, if this is it, that's fine. 'Cause
If-
this got to stop.
If they could do that to people, like I would tell anything. I would say
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so you're saying you're saying this is your waterboarding, this is your Gitmo.
it was, yeah, I would have rather done a lot of Gitmo stuff.
I get torture now.
I would have rather done the Gitmo stuff.
Okay,
For
well
sure.
then did you take all of this pain and turn it into an album, or are the two things unrelated?
Kind of unrelated, because I feel like, I mean, well, in a way, if anything, the only thing I really took from it was like everything is nothing, and I can like, what am I trying to do here, and what do I actually
Like
want?
this could all be over tomorrow type shit for
Yeah.
real. Yeah, yeah.
Elliott Smith ass
Yeah.
mindset. Okay.
Miss Misery over here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just like, why would I want to do anything? And like, why do I want to make this album? Like, what?
And that's why I called Jack from Salem, get his hot ass in the studio and say, if I'm gonna die, I want to be with this bisexual king. I want to make some
Yep.
hits.
My bisex king, dude. Yeah, we had actually been working on shit beforehand, so that wasn't a reaction
Mhm.
to find shit.
You're like, I didn't have to go to the state prison in Nebraska to make
yeah,
this
Clark
song.
County.
We were good. I had the files already. I mean, no, I think that's a pretty crazy. I mean, I think that you have a pretty good perspective on it, but that's a pretty gnarly thing to happen, especially out of nowhere. Like you said, there were no symptoms, you know.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it's just been like kind of acclimating to life as not having a joint in my hand has been the most difficult thing for me.
Was it
ever.
hard to make? Was it hard to make music like without just like mentally?
Yeah,
Good point.
totally. I think for me, my music has always come from a very like transic type place where I'm like, forget everything that exists and like,
Mhm.
you know, try and make new ideas. I think my music is mainly about like, for myself when I'm making it, is like experiment. I feel like Stu Pickles, like fiddling in my. I'm trying to invent something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not stoked on like. I listen to a lot of music that is just like songwriting, like a dude and a guitar and nothing else. But like for me, I feel like the only thing I have to add to that kind of canonical conversation is like a new sound, like something different. If I was just a dude playing guitar, I would be like, this dude does it better than me. I'm not trying to do that shit.
Sure.
Mhm.
You know, so that always went kind of hand in hand with either weed or whatever, just kind of being in this more open galaxy brain,
An altered state. An altered state.
an altered state, you might say.
Yeah. Do you think that
So that was weird.
you wanted to have, you know, a truly new original sound? Is that just to please and appeal to your own brain and your own standards?
Yeah.
Or it wasn't because you needed to have like, I'm the guy who invented this. I'm the guy who
No.
invented this.
I think people would be really stoked if I didn't make new things. I think every time
Henry, can you just make a song?
Well, every time I make anything, people are like, why isn't it the last thing you made? Make it again.
I'm that kind of person. I'm always like,
Right,
did you really
right,
need to
right,
push
right.
yourself? Because I kind of
Yeah.
liked it when you were doing the other stuff.
Well, I mean, what's fucked up as a fan is I think we all are. Is like,
Yeah.
I listen to, you know, we connect with something on a, you know, youthful level, and then everything that we're looking for is kind of based in this big nostalgia brain about when and how we first found it.
Yeah, I mean, when we were just talking about how your album sounds like a Depeche Mode album, we don't want to hear the 2025 Depeche Mode song. We want to hear the 1989 Depeche Mode song. And
Exactly.
even though we love and respect and we'll
Exactly.
still go to every show, deep down, that's what they all want.
We can't help it as fans of stuff.
As a fan of stuff, every time
As a
you
fan
go
of
see
stuff.
Morrissey play, you want him to do a bunch of Smith songs. You don't want him to do the song he wrote in 2019.
I want him to do Meat is Murder. I'm not looking for that.
Look, it ended at You Are the Quarry, and everything after that we don't want to hear.
That's where he got the Tommy gun. It was good. Good cover.
Great cover. Irish Blood, English Heart goes off.
True.
At the Morrissey show, actually. But yes, I think we talked about it maybe with Jarvis Cocker, but like that album was good. Like the Pulp, like the Return album was actually good, and no one.
It's very rare.
I
when
can't
it
think
happens.
of anyone else that has been able to do that.
It happens. It does happen. Weirdly, not really like a comeback, but Kim Gordon's new shit.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm down. I'm here for it.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
fine shit.
But the overarching point is, even though the Kim Gordon album is dope, even though the new Pulp album is actually good, we still would rather have the 1993 Sonic Youth shit.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so as a dude making stuff, it's always funny. So like the idea to push and make new stuff is always just for me. You know.
Well, that's the way it should be. You have to be entertaining yourself up there on stage, or else there's no point of any of it.
Yeah.
But I think that for people like you, where you're ahead of the curve for a lot of sounds and a lot of aesthetics and just in general, I think that the world is starting to catch up to it now. And I think that what you're doing, even if you thought it, in 2019, when people want to watch Dom Dalla and whatever, instead of you do your little shit.
The shit.
They want to watch Cali Swag District or whatever it is instead of you.
Dude, 2019 was scary.
But I went to a show this weekend at the Echoplex, and it was like a festival of like.
I almost went to that. I was gonna. Yeah, that looked cool.
What is it? Was it Dusty EDM for
It wasn't.
LA guys? What was
wasn't.
it?
It was all these new kids, bands and shit.
It's called And Always Forever, and it was like a 2-day festival at the Echo and the Echoplex, sold out, and it was branded as the first all ages electro clash and shoegaze festival.
I'm out. But
so it was like I went there to go see. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Who
but
played?
There's like I went to go see DJ Python, and he has like another band, and they played, and so it's like Bass Victim and like new like bubbling groups.
Sure.
Ear played.
Which I just listened to the new record and I love that shit. I'm far too old and cis for this,
a
but
lot of
I
people
like
sending
it.
me Bass
You're
Victim
too
telling
cis
me
for
to
this,
check it
sis.
out, and then I look at the pictures and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna press play on this.
I'm about 30 years too old for that. I need to be 6. Yeah. I need to be a 5.
But like, so it's like that stuff mixed with Martin Rev and Drop 19s and like old,
Okay, all
like,
right.
real
So
shit.
because shoegaze means something different now than
it does.
It does. So they had the old mixed with the new, but all that is to say, I'm watching these bands on stage, and it's a guy with a laptop with his Ableton open and a guitar, and a girl is singing, and they're making some like weird artistic shit, and the crowd is absolutely enamored, loving it. And whereas like that's never really happened until right now. Like it feels like this is the first time where like we're gonna go see a DJ play techno, and then a band from 1986 is going to play, and then these 2 kids from Nebraska with their computer are going to dance around, and it's all in the same zone.
I'm hyped on kids' consumption of stuff right now.
All that is to say, if you were on this bill, you would have fit right in perfectly with the new record and how it sounds.
Which is a trip because I feel like there has not been a thing like that maybe ever.
Yeah.
Other than I feel like FYF did it semi-well on a large scale, but it was so early and
You should check out Coachella Festival.
yeah, they do this good thing backstage called the YouTube tent.
But I think that I think this is sort of, I think our age group, it was very, I think the genre lines were much thicker, and it meant more, like as far as like who you were as a person, what you chose to identify with.
Totally.
And now it's just like, I like cool stuff, and that doesn't really matter.
The template is kind of all encompassing of like everything that was cool from time. So it's like there's a new identity that's kind of just embracing everything that was
Like I have to know about Shlohmo and Fugazi and DJ Screw.
or like not know about any of it and just wear the thing that
Yeah.
was from the time and then get educated later. It's such a the whole template and meme of every subculture and whatever exists for you to look at and copy completely. So it's just like, it's funny. The entry point for people is always different now. If they find out through fashion, they might not ever find out about the music that created it or what, vice versa.
There's no pressure to like investigate.
Yeah, totally. And why, if I was a kid now, how even would you investigate other than like knowing what key phrases to look at on Wikipedia or some shit? The internet's gone. That's the trippy thing that I've been dealing with recently is like looking for this stuff from kind of our little heyday of early 2010s, whatever. That shit is gone.
You mean like if you're looking for a song, you can't find
Physically.
the stuff that you're looking for online.
Even images from festivals that were like had 1 million people attending, just like Imgur, Photo Bucket, like whatever, all these things that we thought would transfer to something else.
So you're looking for embarrassing picture of yourself wearing all over print hoodies and shit,
exactly,
and you can't find one.
Looking for myself in the green apple tree hat with the Crooks and Castles. That's a rare ref.
Yeah, but I'm sure that because I've got this over the years, and I'm sure you get all the time where somebody's like, "Hey, you made a remix or you made a mixtape for this thingy in this year, and I can't find it anywhere. Do you have it?" And I'm like, I don't have that.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I created it with my computer, and I had the files, and it's just
we are from a lost
it ain't here
time,
no more,
dude. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of trippy to think like when kids are trying to find out about that shit, it's like it's opaque. There's nothing.
Well, it's funny you say that because Jason sends our group chat a new picture of him at Cinespace once a week, looking like he's in the Strokes but a zombie. So I don't know how
transferred your photo bucket already.
He found the photo bucket.
Yeah.
It's not because I am in the trenches looking for this shit. It's because somebody sends me a photo.
It's because the Cobra Snake was in the
like,
trenches for you.
That era is well preserved.
Yeah.
Somehow
it's the one
like
right
before.
after.
You're saying like the earlier days,
like
weirdly.
2006 to 2010, we have like perfect.
Yeah. 2010 to 2017, it's a little bit of a no.
Fucking gone.
No
That's
results
fun.
found.
That is funny. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
'cause
make
things were
any
more
sense.
digitized. Like there was easier access to
It was
save
so
everything.
easily accessed that we took it for granted, and now
Yeah.
we're just like, oh, I'm sure
yeah.
it's somewhere, and then they're like, no, it's actually not.
I think it's when it first got what we thought was democratized, but was just mini corporations that ended up dying.
Are you talking about the Friendster?
And everything adjacent, like the Imgur, Photo Bucket, like all these
Z-Share.
hosting sites that just don't exist.
Oh, the
Yeah,
share.
yeah.
I'm sorry. You guys are. I keep thinking earlier because it's confusing to me. But
I'm
yeah,
just
like,
gonna put everything on my Flickr, and it'll be there forever, and my grandkids will find it, and they're like, nah, that server was blown up.
Flickr and Photo Bucket and all that shit for shit. But all those sites
And even
you guys
MySpace,
use for
Even
like
MySpace,
music stuff, like all the Zippy share, all that shit, like that was like a 5-year window where that was very normal, and then it just completely went away.
Mediafire, Mega Upload, like all that shit's just gone. It's hilarious.
No, I mean, I have to buy whenever I DJ like a wedding or some shit. I'm like, damn, I gotta go buy this music.
The music that I used to have. Yeah.
The music that I used to have that I got from a Russian website, perfect quality audio file done by somebody who really
Shit
cares.
just doesn't exist anymore.
Flax, waves, whatever. Now it's like I got to go spend $1.29 on Amazon Music to get "Let's Get Retarded in Here" by the Black Eyed Peas to play at this wedding.
I need the original.
Well, you should have had that on
need the
CD and vinyl, but I guess that.
But I did have all of this stuff, but now for some reason, this laptop and that hard drive and that cloud, and then suddenly you don't know where
It's all
something
gone.
is. It's all gone, man.
I'm so glad that I don't care about music in that way.
That
like I don't
rules.
want to own any of it. I don't give a fuck. As long as I can listen to it, I'm happy. Like
That
I don't need to
rules.
manipulate it in any. You know what I mean? I think I have other stuff like that, but that game is crazy because I feel like it's never ending from a DJ perspective.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's always something you're kind of chasing because you remember it and it works.
Even just as a listener, it's crazy because a lot of that shit was just YouTube sound, like whatever, or like Bandcamp stuff. It just doesn't exist anymore. It's like not anywhere, so I can't even hear it.
This happened to me recently when I was in Florida. I was like reminded of this sort of like pre-Dashboard Confessional era singer-songwriter from Gainesville. And I was like Googling everywhere. I'm like, I cannot find Keith Welsh's music anywhere. What the fuck? And it like takes me to Facebook. And then I find that he's put it on Bandcamp like as is. And I buy it and I listen to it. And I'm like, damn, this makes me feel so good. And I cannot believe how hard it was to like I just assumed everything is on Spotify or Apple Music. I just don't even consider.
So you mean owning the files and playing it on your iTunes or your Apple Music player?
Yeah, I bought it for $10 from Bandcamp and then I loaded it onto my phone. I'm listening to it driving around Florida as God intended. And I'm like, damn, these Keith Welsh songs hold the fuck up. This is this guy is clearly fat and never had sex when he made this, and it works.
Those are the better ones, dude.
And if you're in the swamp with no reception, you can play it instantly, perfectly.
yeah, exactly. But I've never really had to do that because the music I like is pretty easy to find. If like hardcore shit's on YouTube.
Yeah,
like all the weird hardcore records are on YouTube.
They do some good documenting in that scene.
That's like part of it, kind of. I think in a lot of ways. You know,
they're not busy getting laid, so they got to do something, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they did get laid, and they had 2 kids, and now they got nothing else to look forward to.
They got laid twice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Last question. I wanted to talk about snare drums. I was working out in the garage yesterday, listening to the new record on repeat.
Hell yeah.
Well, I was also high. Sorry, I don't mean to rub it in.
Please.
But I was thinking about the evolution of just kind of the snare drum and how, you know, like with hardcore back in our, you know, like that snare drum sound for like a punk record or a hardcore record or a metal record is like such a defining, distinctive thing. And now with electronic music and everyone has to have, you know, quote unquote, their snare sound and everyone has their, you can just pick it out in a lineup. And I was admiring how unique and powerful your snare sounds, and
thank you.
You know, make it loud without being loud.
Who'd you steal it from?
A couple people, I think.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a kaleidoscope. It's a quilt. You take 11 different snares and you layer them and pan them and add stuff to it to make something completely unique.
A lot of it, I mean, the actual snares in the songs are just drum machines with big effects, and then layered, as you said, and then sometimes some recorded snare or Foley that I'll do separately on top. But my main inspo is like I'm looking at the poster behind you: Pet Shop Boys, fucking Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins, the big '80s
original Snare Kings.
The other thing that really inspired me is that era of nu metal and emo. Like the really quick high snare. Like I never use it, but it's like layered sometimes deep in there to give it a like pink. It's impossible.
Who are some of these nu metal emo bands that you would?
I mean, I'm always listening to Title Fight, but theirs is kind of more. I'm just inspired by rock drum mixing. It's not foreground ever, and I think with a lot of electronic music, it's just right there. It's the first thing, and so being using a lot of electronic stuff, but also using guitar and trying to make this record more kind of guitar centered, focused. Like
it's music.
You're
making songs, not IDs.
Making songs.
Yo, I just fuck with music though. That's what
my main thing is music.
Oh, that's what's up.
But snares, man.
Snares, man.
No, it's mainly 80s. Tears for Fears, like the gated reverb, big snare.
Type of snare make a young man's lung collapse when it hits you.
Exactly. Hit you right in the chest. Yeah.
All right, Henry. Well, thanks for taking the time to pod with us. We appreciate it.
That was
pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
And everyone, go check out the new record, Repulsor.
If you want.
It's great. Great artwork featuring our boy Salem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sires.
There's some other features, right?
There's also Corbin on there.
We got Corbin, Spooky Black,
Yep.
formerly known.
I love. Isn't there a Corbin record that's sort of like guitar that came out at some point?
Yeah.
That is a classic. I forgot about that until right now.
There's
I
a
love
couple.
that when
There's
it
a
came out.
couple.
Shut up,
Okay,
Lil Corbin.
I'll look back into that. I'll
All right,
look
bro.
back into
We'll
that.
stay
All right.
up. Good to see
Thank
you, my
you.
friends.
Blessings, my kings.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Peace, y'all.
Bless up.
Bye.